So Kari Lake gets completely owned by one of her own constituents, or conservative, I guess. And it is absolutely epic. Now, Kari Lake is crazy and still thinks she won as governor. Welcome back. My name is Jeremy Baker. With me, as always, is Mike Foligno.
What's up?
And this is the voice of reason. So, yeah, let's first who is Kari Lake? So let's.
What is Kari Lake?
Well, yeah. Kari Lake, a former television news anchor, no political experience whatsoever, former candidate of governor for 2022, and a current Senate candidate for 2024. So
not even
she thinks. Now wait a second. Didn't she say she said she won that election? If you won the election,
she
why
still
are you running
says
for another position?
She won the governorship. To
Yeah,
this
so
day.
why would you? Right. So why would you run for the Senate if you're a governor?
Cover your bets and just do whatever you can to get in there and sink your claws into things.
Like, this woman will not let go of the whole 2020 election was stolen.
And
nonsense.
She is a Trump worshiper, not even just a Trump supporter. She is shameless.
She wants to be his vice president, is what she was.
She wants to be more than that.
Up.
She wants to be wife number 27.
Right? Yeah, she actually stayed at Mar-a-Lago in a luxury suite on Donald Trump's dime for months.
The only good thing is,
I guess they got tired of her.
well, I mean, she doesn't look anything like Ivanka, so he's probably not interested.
No, she looks like a 13-year-old boy, and as far as I know, that's not what Donald Trump's into.
He likes 13-year-old girls.
Exactly. So she's safe. She's safe, and probably will not be. Yeah. So all right, let's play the clip. Oh, I love this. So good.
Okay with that. I want you to be able to talk whatever you guys say on the circus. I want to be able to have conservative students not being shamed on our universities.
This is like a golden age for conservative student speech. It's like, it's the best time ever. If you're a conservative student, you want to talk, you have huge platforms. I went to watch you speak at Turning Point USA. All these kids have huge audiences that come to see them, and that's
Turning Point USA is just a QAnon circus, by the way.
There weren't any cops coming to shut down the Turning Point USA thing.
This is a conservative student.
You care. You say you care about the fentanyl crisis and our kids.
I care deeply.
Okay, right. So if you care so deeply about this, couldn't you actually do something about it if you stopped the bullshit about the last election? If you had just acknowledged that Trump had lost and acknowledged that you had lost, you'd probably be in good shape to do something. You probably would have won your governor's race had you just talked about things you cared about instead of the election fraud. So sometimes don't you ever think to yourself, I wish I could just stop talking about this fake thing that Donald Trump made me make up so that I...
The fake thing that Donald Trump made me make up. Oh,
I don't trust anyone that considers themselves conservative anymore because they, for too long, have supported Trump, and I don't think they deserve it's okay now. But I'll tell you something, and this goes with my personal absolute love and respect for Gen Z. That was a Gen Z individual telling what is essentially a major Republican personality, a major MAGA personality, your bullshit is bullshit. Your nonsense is keeping us from trying to at least govern in a conservative way, whatever that means. So this kid is saying, stop with your nonsense and let's get back to governing. I can at least respect that because you have to have multiple viewpoints. Do I think that you need a conservative and a progressive viewpoint, or do we need multiple different progressive viewpoints? My opinion is conservative doesn't mean what they want you to think anymore. So let's pretend, let's stop pretending. But I do agree that we need a real multi-party system with real governing individuals who want to make voters' lives better. And that guy just destroyed her. And did you see where she was about to be like, do you know how many, like she was going to try and bullshit statistics to someone who is not only reading the receipts in front of her, but has more in his back pocket. She's the worst. She's terrible.
Exactly.
And she goes,
I like that he
win.
points out. I like that he points out, like, if you would have just acknowledged the truth
from the beginning,
probably would be in a good position to, be governor. Or
she said, I did win.
She mostly lost the governor's race because she talked about how the 2020 election was stolen.
That's all she talked about, but that's all they're talking about now. The Republican Party, again, she's a perfect example of a non-policy individual trying to get people to vote based literally on nothing but lies and propaganda.
Right, and she's never been in politics before, but somehow all of a sudden seems to know what's best for America.
And beyond politics, she has that I am aware of, no true indelible history of public service. No. It's not like she spent time working in outreach programs or halfway. She's done nothing but try and find a way to increase her brand so she could live the elite life. That's exactly what she is. She is a clone of Donald Trump, really, in every way.
Mm-hmm. So she goes on with Piers Morgan, and it goes from bad to even worse. I have two clips.
Morgan isn't like the most stellar individual, but he destroys people when he has the facts to do so.
He does. I'll give him credit for that.
The Proud Boys, the leader getting 22 years. I've seen the reaction to this. A lot of people think good, justified, the neo-fascists. He was the ringleader. This is what he should have got for what people are calling
true.
What she says is delusion.
And so on. Others are taking a position that there's an inconsistency here in the way that they've been treated.
She makes it racist almost immediately.
Other January 6th rioters compared to other people who've taken part in other
riots.
Like,
watch this evil delusion.
Well, I think Americans are coming around to the fact that it wasn't an insurrection. It was a staged riot. It was a staged riot to cover up the fact that they were going to certify a fraudulent election.
Incorrect.
And here we're taking all of these people, many of them did nothing wrong, sentencing them to long sentences in the D.C. gulag.
That's called a prison.
We remember the Summer of Love, as they called it, in 2020, when we had BLM rioters and Antifa rioters
Antifa doesn't exist.
Burning down churches.
They didn't burn down churches.
No, and
almost every act of vandalism was proved to be a MAGA member wearing black clothes and pretending to be whatever Antifa is.
Right, I know. The right made up Antifa. Like Antifa means anti-fascism, obviously, but Antifa is not like a group that you join.
I am Antifa. You are Antifa.
Absolutely.
Any patriot is Antifa. There is no organization. Antifa. No one's paying dues to Antifa membership, right? No, that's not a thing. We don't have national or clandestine meetings. We're not going on Reddit and going, let's meet and have an Antifa meeting at this hotel. No, Antifa is a mindset. It is anti-fascist. And BLM, they weren't setting churches on fire. You know who was attacking people near churches? Donald Trump with gas holding Bible upside down. So Kari Lake is a perfect example of someone who not only lives in the delusion, but I think she might actually be that next level where she truly believes it. Because she's really good at it. It just comes off her like she's confident in all this.
Right. I think I agree with you there. I think she believes it. Here's the next video from this. Yeah.
Trump's produced no actual evidence which has been ratified by anybody that this election was stolen. If it had been
70 cases almost
doing this, I can absolutely bet my house that you would have come on this show and argued the complete opposite.
No, if the November 3rd election would have been rigged and stolen the way it was against the Democrats, I would be appalled as an American. This is about Democrat, Republican.
Yes,
it's about the way that election was run. And you're saying there's no evidence, Pierce, but there...
Pause. It was actually certified as the most secure election in American history, just to throw that out there.
Really is a mountain of evidence, and more of it's coming out. We're looking at what happened in Michigan. As more information comes out about completely phony voter registration.
Wait. Pause that for a second.
We watched as they pulled...
You know what's coming out? Nevada saying, oh shit, we're going to ding you on fake electors also. So what's actually coming out is more and more states are having their investigations be fruitful and show that these cretins, these despicable anti-American fascists were getting fake electors in probably every single state. And I guarantee you, Nevada is not the last state that's going to come out and say, we are going to prosecute you for this. So if anything's coming out... Michigan has rumbled. I don't think they've taken the plunge yet.
But I think they're getting into it.
They're getting into it. So now that's 3 states that are like, we have absolute proof of fake electors.
Right.
And how much proof do we have that it was stolen?
You know, it's actually funny because she's saying about how election in Michigan was so wrong, but they're getting ready to be busted for fake elector scheme. I think it's kind of ironic. Let me play the rest of this.
Underneath tables after they kicked the poll observers
Kari,
out and started
there are lots of
ballots.
These stories swirling around, but every single time it's gone before people whose job it is to say whether this has actually happened.
He almost said bullshit.
Evidence. I keep saying this to Donald Trump. I don't know why he keeps flogging the dead horse of a stolen election.
I'll tell you
when actually what he wants to be doing is trying to persuade people.
Oh, it's coming out in 2 weeks.
Again.
Did she say 2 weeks?
No, she didn't.
I thought she did.
She just said it's coming out, but what's the typical thing after that? 2 weeks.
Everything 2 weeks, and then.
But the funny part is
later.
She's a perfect example of the brainwashing plan. You just repeat whatever it is you want enough so that you get your base to believe it. So when she says the proof is out there, look at all those interviews of the MAGA people at Trump rallies, and they'll say the proof is out there. And then the interviewer's like, what's proof? And they're like, the proof is out there. They just keep saying the proof is out there because they're gross politicians tell them the proof is out there, but there's no proof. In fact, the only proof is that it wasn't stolen, and that MAGA and Trump were the ones trying to do the stealing. Oh, no. Yeah, she still won the governorship, but is running for the Senate because that. So say she wins the Senate. Let's play this game. Kari Lake wins. She's a senator. Mm-hmm. Is she going to admit that she lost the governorship? No. Is she going to admit that she won the governorship? Yes. And then someone has to say, well, if you believe right now that you are the governor, how are you running? How are you accepting your Senate seat?
Right.
Just like
you can't be both.
No, you can't. Just like what Donald Trump does, where when he goes, I'm still the president or this and that, and they're like, oh, well, if you're the president, you can't run in 24 because then you would be running for a third term. No. Their brains don't work. Their voters' brains don't work, and they keep pushing the bullshit.
And Donald Trump's already pushing for longer term limit, no term limits, like crazy nightmare stuff. So. But that's pretty much it. Unless you got anything else, Mike. It's a nightmare. I mean, this is what we're dealing with. Completely unqualified people making way too much money.
The only thing I could say is, as long as this keeps going on, they're going to look worse. The world, hopefully, if Donald Trump hopefully does not get put back in the White House, we have a chance of letting this bullshit burn itself out, because the leaders are going to get bored, and then they're all going to just take jobs on Fox to get paid, right? Kari Lake is not going to not get paid. And if she's not the governor and not a senator, she's just going to go back to either being an anchor or a talking head on Newsmax or something. Right. Donald Trump is going to end up in prison. Ron DeSantis is, who knows? He's going to end up somewhere. These people that are towing the Trump line, their time is finite, and the voters are either still dying of COVID, don't brush their teeth, or are just they all say if Trump doesn't win, they're going to leave the country. So maybe we'll get lucky and MAGA will leave the country.
That would be nice, actually. They don't realize they are the problem. So what else?
They are the fascists. They are the problem.
Oh, anyway, that's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And always. Oh, well, no, I'm going to air this on. No, I'll hold off on the announcement. All right. Never mind. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day, and we will talk to you soon.